to really thank all of you here. All of the speakers have been gracious and generous to CFED and to me, but it's really not about us. We have had so many great partners in everything we've done. I counted up once, for seed we had 12 funders and 54 partners. It was a little absurd, but we need everybody, and we need everybody in this room and everybody outside. And as proud as I am of my colleagues and the plenaries and the sessions, I think my favorite sessions have been in the hall, where everybody I run into is doing something new, doing something brave, creating a better future. I think we could all feel very good that there are thousands of kids saving and on their way to a future. But 4 million kids are born each year in this country, half of them in asset poverty, a majority of kids of color. The statistics of kids in foster care, as you heard, kids with disabilities, and even, as my friend Ed Roberts used to talk about, the temporarily able-bodied. We need to do this for everyone. We need to go to scale. And I think we have the opportunity to do it. I want to suggest a few ways of getting there. We will, I hope there's a slide, we will be launching at CFED a new social venture, the One-to-One Fund, to mobilize savings matches from the entire community, foundations, but particularly individuals who are responsible for most giving in this country, especially giving through religion and for education. We want to offer a fundraising solution, and in partnership with financial institutions, an account solution that is badly needed in this country. We will launch One-to-One Fund. It is alive on the web. We invite you to visit that. We will launch it in the Bay Area with kindergarten to college, and in Mississippi with the Mississippi College Savings Account Program. I love the pairing of San Francisco and Mississippi. We will then pilot it for a year. We ask for your suggestions. We will do everything we can with social marketing and in person to develop it. And then we hope, as we begin to learn how to get this really going well, to expand it to 10 to 12 communities in the next fall. We would love many of you as partners. Please visit the One-to-One Fund site. Please give us your feedback. We haven't cracked the code yet, but we're not going to stop. We've been working on this for 12 years. We're not going to stop till we figure out how to mobilize the full power of individual citizens in this country. I can't really imagine many better prospects to invest in kids like this. We need to go even further. I believe that deficit reduction tax reform, as Lisa Mensa mentioned, is our chance to really go to scale. You've heard the statistics. We are spending more in tax incentives than we collect in income taxes each year, more than $1 trillion a year. Half of that is for asset subsidies that go overwhelmingly to the top 25 and 1% of taxpayers, the wealthiest. More than half to the top 5%, more than a third to the top 1%. And who's left out? the bottom 60% that need it most. I want a savings match and an account for every man, woman, child in this country. And our chance to get there is, I think, when deficit reduction tax reform occurs, which I think will occur, if only on the Herb Stein observation that if something can't go on forever, it probably won't. We have to be ready, and it will take all of us and all of our partners and friends back home coming together and making time for federal policy. I know there's a lot of skepticism out there about the ability of the government to act, but it is crucial, it is necessary, and fundamentally, this is not a partisan issue. Bipartisanship hasn't really served us that well in this environment, but I am convinced it will. This idea appeals rightly across the political spectrum. It is fundamentally a win-win proposition for the country. This is the way we move ahead. This is the way families move ahead. And I believe if the government creates a base, then our private sector partners, financial institutions, can play and figure out a way to make this work. We're joined by Sheldon Garin, who wrote Beyond Our Means, who looks at countries where they've achieved 75% and more savings rates. It takes the whole group working together. I think this is not just a matter of justice and respect. It is about growth. It is about everybody having a future and being able to contribute the talents, the incredible common genius that we see manifested all about us when we give the chance. We know that there's way more capacity in this country than there is opportunity. So I just would like to close paraphrasing Cory Booker and Langston Hughes. Let us make America, America again, the America that never was, but yet must be. Thank you all.